up on 30 years.
Yeah.
It only happened once where there was a question of, in an appeal, that the transcript was not correct.
Really? So
We were
it's
going to make an application, and so I had to look into the cases as to how this is done, how this is determined by the courts. And then the attorneys for that appeal, it was only me and the other attorney, we were able to stipulate as to what was said there.
okay.
So that was discussed. But we didn't go through the full process, but I had to look into the process. I had to research the case law and what would happen and how that could be resolved if the parties can't agree. You understand?
So there is a way aside from the judge's notes.
You said you went through the whole process.
Not the entire process. Come on, man. You can see the shit. Don't you have access to like court documents and stuff? Because I don't. I have ADD. You have you and like you said, 30 years.
No, I don't.
You should be able to do this thing behind your back with your eyes tied behind your.
No. It's a rare occurrence. Something like that is.
But you know why I'm surprised? Because I don't know how many times I told you this is not a typical case. This has to be treated like I'm being railroaded. Otherwise, we'll lose. This has been repeated to you multiple times because it is a rare case. So I'm surprised that you would be confused. Not so much confused, but you'd be surprised.
Well, I don't have evidence. Well, I'm getting it from you. You're telling me. You're saying all of these things are like.
But
I don't see anything in the paperwork saying that it's
so
unusual.
so you don't have the proof. You don't have any evidence of mine. Then you don't have the trust. You don't have any of those documents from the 30th of May when I came in. You don't have like 4 pounds of paperwork that I had with me in my book bag.
You gave those to Dennis, and then you recorded.
Oh, Dennis covered. I stayed with the poor lady, the poor girl at the front. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, just 1 more hour of copying. You guys had everything. That's why I was surprised that you went down to the clerk's office to get all. So I'm like, you have it. If not, let me get you the rest of it. But John, listen, I don't want to cut this short. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not able to stay on. What I'm going to do is on Monday, I'm actually off next week. So Monday I will call
I appreciate
our
that.
office to see what is going on, what's pending on her, if she's made any applications, and that I will.
And listen, most importantly, if those guardians, who are the guardians, and were they appointed or were they commissioned? Because you told me, you did. No, not Dennis. Now, I know it's hard to remember.
I offered to go down. I said I can go down to the courthouse and find out, and you didn't want me to do that.
No, I thought you, dude. This is multiple times. This is different time. Okay, maybe I'm cuckoo. It could be that I'm cuckoo and I'm listening to the wrong things. But I thought at one point you said, listen, all they have to do is take a course and and Dennis said, just wait it out. It's going to be 1 month. Just wait it out, the order of protection.
Well, they have to put in what's called an open affirmation, and they have to get a commission. They have to.
Yeah, that's when I thought you were going to find out last time you called.
You have to get the bond. You have to get the bond. So that takes.
But you said they did that. You said that they did that.
I don't know for sure, Jason.
Okay, good. That's good. That's good news. I'm not saying.
I don't know for sure because I don't have a copy of it.
Okay, that's good.
I wanted to go down to the courthouse to see if they got it, and you were like, "No, don't do that. I don't want you to."
No, it's not that. I didn't say that. I said if by you putting in the notice of appearance, it has not damaged or allowed them to get commission, then by all means. But if it has.
See, I'm laughing that you're saying that it's damaged. How could it damage?
Because there's this thing.
We have to be kept in the loop. So if we received anything, we would be telling you.
Right, but according to you, how could you receive anything if you're not even allowed to go down there and take anything out, right?
No, we're allowed to get it. That's how Dennis got the documents. We got copies of the documents.
So you can go down.
Put in a notice of appearance.
Okay, so you can go down then. So.
I told you we had the notice of appearance when I said, listen, I can go down and find out if they have the commission.
But I thought you told me, listen, find out if you can do it. Forget about what happened last time. Find out from these things from Miss Archer. Then find out and tell me definitively, yes, they have been commissioned as of this day.
I'll ask her. But the point of the matter is that if I want to get a copy of it, I have to go down to the courthouse, and I'm not around next week. So.
Why do you have to go down? Why do you have to get a copy of
But
it?
if you want a copy,
Why can't she just email it to you? I don't understand that.
all right, well, she could, I guess. If I ask her to, maybe she will.
but
You're right.
but you haven't asked her.
If she would not cooperate, I don't normally ask the other attorney when they're adversarial, like, please give me a copy of it.
Oh, if they're being adversarial, see, I didn't know that. See, that's what I need to know. Now it makes sense.
Listen, I'm saying that you're representing that she's very adversarial.
Who said that?
You!
How?
You've
When?
been insinuating that all along.
How? In what sense? What example?
Jason, I think we're...
Aha. Aha. Okay, that's fine, John. So find these. So listen, I don't know if you should find these things out because you should listen. Like I said, I'm gonna stay consistent. If by you putting in a notice of appearance in the Article 81 proceeding, which again I thought your role was simply to appeal this case because I thought the case was over. Because the case was done, I was like, let's appeal it because this is a decision that I want to appeal so that they don't become guardians. Now, if remember, I said from the day one, said this is about timing. I lose if too much time goes by, I become hurt in my case. This is a timing game, just like it is in the family court, right? This is why they keep pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back.
Listen, do you have proof that these guardians have felonies or are in...
Why should that even matter?
I'm asking you this question. Do you have proof that these guardians...
I have proof that they shouldn't have been appointed guardians. That's the point.
Well, okay. The proof is that they are not
They're-
fit.
Huh?
They're not fit.
That they should not have been. They beat the shit out of my mother. I said that. And here's how I know that these transcripts are all wrong. I fucking murdered them on the stand, and the reality is they will never put that in the transcript. When I started talking about when I started talking, they're sitting there saying, "We just prayed with your mother a year ago." So okay, so I can question them based on what they said. Then I start to bring up the prayer, and the judge goes, "Well, you're gonna separate church and state. It's a law." And I'm looking at him like, "You fucking dipshit! She just talked about holy Jesus for a half hour. What are you doing?" And he's like, "Well, it's not going to go on the record. Let's move on." Yeah, fucking what a taco of a penis. So it's not about they should not have been given guardianship, period. They did not swear me in. They did so many things technically incorrect, and the judge basically had this attitude with me the entire time. And I'm so glad I got that. He's, "Oh, if you do this, I'm just gonna do that, and I'm gonna prance off in my robe." That's the attitude that he had the entire time, especially on the fourth. "If you do that, I'm just gonna do this." And then he walks off. The fact that he's getting advice from staff members when he told me I can go home 2 times. I'm like, "Can I go home?" And he goes, "Yes, you can go home." And then all of a sudden, here comes Miss Corsetti whispering in his ear, "If you tell him he goes home, he's gonna go to his home." "Well, I just want to correct the record. By home, I mean back to your hotel." And here comes the Muslim chick. "Oh, by home, I mean, come on, dude. This is not how our judicial system works. This is not how our judicial system works. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Please, dude, don't make this about whether or not they're fit or not, because I saw them walk in with the stupid medallions and we're pro police and he's suing the police. And he ate it up. Gurgity was like, "Oh, thank you for your service." Oh, come on, dude.
All right.